Hello. Hi everyone, welcome back to Everything is Possible, the podcast where I share clarity nuggets. Today I'm going to dive into something very unconventional. Yes, you may get even surprised by what I'm going to talk about. I'm talking about talking today. Yes, what we are doing right now, talking. And why listening and reading matter more. So if you are surprised why we are talking about talking, what I'm talking about is the overrated art of talking. Yes, you heard it right. And let me tell you why talking is overrated with a story. So I was at the office the other day, surrounded by colleagues who just wouldn't stop talking, from the water cooler gossip to bitching about the bosses to the meeting room debates and a lot of other things. It seemed like everyone had an opinion to share. But as I sat there, nodding and smiling, I couldn't help but feel a sense of loneliness. It was as if I was drowning in a sea of words, unable to find my own voice. I started to wonder, are we really solving problems by talking so much, or are we just creating more noise? I mean, think about it. How many times have you been in a meeting where everyone around you is talking but no one really making sense, or nobody is really listening? Or how many times have you tried to have a deep conversation with someone only to realize that they are not really interested in hearing what you have to say? The problem with talking is that it's often a one-way street. We are so focused on getting our own point across that we forget to listen to others. And even when we do listen, we often just waiting for our turn to speak again. It's like we are in a constant state of verbal sparring, always trying to outmaneuver each other's with words. But what if I told you that there is a better way? What if I told you that sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is not to talk, but to listen or to read or to simply observe? Listening and reading are two of the most underrated skills in our society. We are so focused on expressing ourselves that we forget the value of taking in others' perspectives. But when we listen and read, we open ourselves up to new ideas, new experiences, and new ways of thinking. Expressing ourselves is not just talking. There are so many different ways to do that. And that's where the real problem solving happens. Not in the meeting room, not in the water cooler conversations, not about bitching about the bosses, not in the corridor, but in the quiet moments where we are alone with our thoughts. When we are reading a book or listening to a podcast or simply observing the world around us. So the next time you find yourself in a conversation, take a step back and ask yourself, am I really listening? Or am I just waiting for my turn to speak? And when you are alone, take some time to read, to listen and to observe. You might be surprised at what you learn. If you are struggling with self-doubt, losing focus on your purpose, or feeling lost, I am here to help. DM me on my Instagram handle at Sid's Achiever Club, and let's work together to find clarity and purpose in your life. Signing off, your dear host Siddharth Sain. See you soon on my next podcast. Stay tuned till then, and remember to keep your focus on value, not distraction. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.